Thanks, guys. So much energy after lunch, second day. You guys okay?
Yeah.
No, right? No one's answering. You guys okay?
Yeah.
Okay, great, yay. Okay, I'm gonna do some organization here so I can walk around. But yes, thanks for coming. Hopefully we'll keep you entertained for 20 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes. But yeah, I'm going to talk about motivation. Also, the chat before the talk was amazing. It's very inspiring as well. So cool to see that. Right. Why am I here? And why should you listen about me talking about teams motivated? I did put the same shirt, but I put the picture in black and white so you wouldn't notice. But then I decided I should just come clean so you just don't. Yeah, it is. Sorry. I did cut the hair though. Right. I'm a senior producer at King. You know King?
Yes.
You heard about it?
Yeah.
A pocket gamer maybe? Yeah. Cool. But I am originally from Brazil. I've lived in some countries around. I've worked with games for over 10 years, which tells about my age more than I would like. But yeah, so I've worked with all sorts of games. I've done mobile, console, crunch many times, not anymore. Web, Facebook. I had my own studio at a point, which was quite interesting. Super hard, but very rewarding. And now I work at King. I work for Square Enix, blah, blah, blah. Did many things. Worked with Final Fantasy, yes, if that's what you're wondering. I did. Not the brain behind it, but I did work with that. And now I work at Farm Hero Saga. Do you know that game?
Yes.
Yeah? Have you played it before?
Yes.
Cool. I mean, yes, Candy is great, but have you played Farm? If you're not, there's free Wi-Fi. You can download it. Go for it. So why am I going to talk about this? And this is one of King's values actually, but I don't want to make an advertisement for that. I do like those two words very much. And I want to start with care. So we're gamers, right? We play games. Before we started working, most of us started playing. Correct? Is that a fair assumption? And then we decided to go to the industry, at least me, and maybe I'm projecting to this lovely people, because we loved playing games. We gave us some moments of fun or somewhere to hide if you had to escape a world which you never thought you could have. Remember, I'm from Brazil, right? So for me, playing games that had like snow, I was like, wow, because I don't know what that was. Snow, they're so cool. It's so simple, right? But you could go somewhere that you actually never been before. And then we talk about this care and this passion that we had when we were younger in bringing it to our craft, right? So today, I've released more than 20 titles throughout my career. I work with games that make millions. There are millions of people that play our games every day. But that doesn't mean that we don't care about our craft. I feel like we're all very proud of being working in the industry and we really care about what we do. Correct? Correct. And then in my role, I'm a senior producer, so that means I manage a fair number of people. And the word manage just makes it like, okay. The word manage just makes it like, boss people around. But that doesn't mean I don't care. That doesn't mean we want to keep people motivated. It doesn't mean we want to care about our craft. We want to make them together. So I'm going to share with you some of my insights. As you know, Farm Heroes is a game that's 6 years old. Did you know that? It's kind of like old for a mobile game. And some of the things I've been listening when people talk about working at live games, right? So has anyone here worked in a prototype before? Right? Sorry, we worked together before. So prototypes are really exciting, right? It's that phase that you just get dirty and you just make things and you break things and you do things really quickly. 1, 2 people can make a prototype and you're very excited. It can be on paper. It's very fast. And you have pre-production, you have everything. But you know, when the game is live, you go to that marathon, you do all those hours, you release the game and then it's over, right? Wrong. You still have the live game. For a long time, right? So it didn't take 6 years to make Farm. Right? Right, it didn't. You don't know, you didn't work on it. Did you? No. Okay. But it didn't take 6 years to make it, but it's alive for 6 years. So that means, how do we actually keep it, not only to the players, but to the people, still interesting? And not only Farm, I'm talking about that because I work on it, but any other live game that you want to live for a very long time. How do you actually keep the teams engaged? Like, I keep listening. It can be repetitive. It's a well-oiled machine. Oil is not really sustainable anymore, so let's think about that as well. But the question is, how do we keep people motivated? Isn't it much more interesting to talk about, let's innovate, let's make a prototype, let's release something new. New is always better. Not necessarily. So I decided to Google, how do you keep teams motivated? And is it working? Hello? Hello? So there's a bunch of stuff. If you Google how to keep teams motivated, there's a lot. I didn't read all of those things. Dead clicker. I didn't read all of those because they were way too long. What I'm going to do with you guys, I'm going to share what I've done. So it doesn't mean it's going to work for you. It doesn't mean it's correct, but it means I've done. Worked with many teams, 6 countries, 10 years. Some of these things worked more than once. I'm just going to share with you guys in the amount of time that I have. First step. Oh, sorry, double microphone. Let me see if it's working. It is. Aligning goals and motivations. And it sounds like a company jargon, right? Let's align the company goals. So let's say that my company, my goals. Have you heard this goal before? My project goals. I want to make more money and I want more players. Should definitely be golden, right? We should be painted in gold. Not funny? Okay, good. Let's continue. Let's continue. So let's say that I'm a producer, so I come to you, we work together, okay? Now you're my team as well. And I come to you guys and I say, okay, thanks. I have to point it, it's fine. I just, okay. Thank you. Anyways, let's say that we work together and I come with you with this goal, and because I'm the producer, I know better, feature A is gonna do that. It's a great manager, right? You guys want me to work with you. So you're gonna do feature A and that's gonna increase. However, they're talking and they're not really motivated by feature A. They actually want to do a new art style because maybe we could improve some stuff. They figure something out. They learn a different thing, or maybe they want to increase loading times. No, decrease loading times because it's taking too long. Thank you. Is it work? I'm sorry. Me too. And let's say that that's what they want to do, but that's task B and C, right? That's definitely not feature A. So how do we do this? Does anyone know? Want to guess? You be nice manager and let them do what they want? No, because then you don't make the money, right? How do we do that? Well, there are many ways. And you saw all of them. There are many ways. First, we can do them together, and maybe we can do super feature A. Maybe I can actually have a conversation with them and say, hey, I would like to do this feature. How do you think I should build it? Can we actually make sure that your refresh art style can be put and maybe started with here, and then we can make it like maybe a milestone and go throughout the game? Can this actually be a way to improve loading times? Can we put some piece of tech there? Can we make a release together? I don't know. But they know, they could tell me. Maybe we do a new roadmap. Maybe we just put all these items together, and we sit together, we see how long does it take, what's the profit, what's the revenue here, how do we make sure that we acquire users, and maybe we do a new roadmap. Maybe feature A is not even the first thing that we do. Or maybe we do all of them in our order. Or maybe we do a little bit. We release a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, a little bit of this. Yeah? But we just talk. I need to get the team to tell me what they want to do. I need to align their motivations. If I just come to them and say, hey, I need 10% increase in revenue, good luck. That doesn't tell him anything. Not that he doesn't know what that means. Of course he does, because he knows the business. But that doesn't actually give me like, oh my God, I woke up today and I'm so excited to make 10% extra for the company I work for. Unless it's mine, then yes, guys, you'll be super excited. But that doesn't really relate, right? Right? Yes, okay. So it's actually, in my view, it's actually important to understand what do they want to do, because they know better the product, they built it, right? And I'm saying this from a producer perspective. I don't know other producers in the room. Do I have other producers in the room? You. So this is not to you, this is personal to me, but I have no talent, right? I can't code, I can't draw, I can't design. I just make PowerPoints that don't work with clickers. But basically, you have to listen, right? I own the roadmap, yes, and I do the prioritization, yes, but I don't do it alone. I would only do my job well if I make informed decisions, and who helps me inform better than the team that actually built the product? Does that make sense? Which gets me to the second point. Empowering decisions. I know, again, beautiful English language. Since I moved to the UK, my English has gotten better, so I decided to put better words in slides. I hope you're there with me. But remember my goal, right? I'm very ambitious. And I still like feature A very much. But let's just say, because I'm a very good producer, I just make the roadmap because I own the roadmap and I prioritize it. That is part of my job. So we go from milestone 1 to milestone 2. We have all these features we're going to deliver. That's the 10% increase that we agreed before, yeah? Cool. How does the team feel when I come to them and say, hey guys, here's your roadmap. Good luck. How do you think the team feels? I'm going to ask you guys, how do you think the team feels if I just come to them like, good luck, this is not cool, right? That's awful. I've done it before, actually. It's awful. Don't do that. I'm not going to lie. I did do this before. But how can we make it better? So I just give them the roadmap and be like, do whatever you want. Also not cool, right? But we can have a leeway in the middle. Have you ever done a hack day in your team? Yeah? Do you know what it is? No? Great. I knew you would come, and I knew you'd say no. I made this all for you. Basically, it's a day in which I do come to the office, and I have so much emails to answer. No, I'm kidding. I come to the office and I say, okay guys, today, you can do whatever you want. For a day, go to the product, anything you want to learn, anything you want to do it. Find out, what is it, the thing that is annoying you, that little pixel on the side or something. Learn something new that you haven't done before. Maybe you work with this tech A, you want to work with tech B. Today is your day, because we need people to improve, right? And then that's it. And then they never use it again because they need to release the other features, so I just give them a nugget and then like, it's cool. Wrong, don't do that, okay? That's not cool. You give them a day, you give them a little bit of the candy, but you don't give the whole package. That makes no sense. But one thing that we're trying to implement more and more is team sprints. So the thing they found out, or maybe they went to the forum, right, and the players have been complaining about something. Or maybe something they know that they implemented wrong because the producer told me they had no time. That little improvement that they, on the hack day, decided how they could do it, they never actually got the time to do it. So you give them team sprints. On a team sprint, they own the planning. So I don't go to them and give a sprint goal. They own their planning. That thing they investigated or they learned, hi, I didn't see you there. That thing they investigated and they learned, they actually make it and implement it. If you do this, you give them empowerment, you give them ownership. It's super important. And this is what we're talking about. We're talking about team motivations, right? And remember, sometimes you're working in a franchise or you're working in a game and you're going to be with that for a very long time. And maybe your user base does not want you to put PvP. Okay? Maybe they don't want real-time PvP. Farm players maybe don't want real-time PvP. I don't know. I didn't ask them yesterday. But maybe that's not part of it. Maybe you're a hyper-casual game. It doesn't fit. Maybe you're a shooter. You shouldn't put cropsies. I don't know. But it's that thing that you wanted to do, but you have to let them do. You have to align. You have to listen to the team. They know also what will make a difference. It's about the autonomy. It's about the ownership, right? So, of course, don't get me wrong. Like, I do like the ownership myself. That's why I chose this job. I do own the roadmap, and the profit and everything that we do is my responsibility. The team getting engaged is my responsibility. The priorities, they're all my responsibility, right? And deliver it on every day. However, it doesn't mean I have to do it alone. It also doesn't mean I want to do it alone. I've done it before, it didn't work. Let's talk about the last part. How are we with time? A little bit more. This is new for me, actually. Connecting, there's a mouse, there's a cursor in the middle. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Connecting team and players, this is very important. I have a question. I know you guys are talking to me. Who are the game experts? Like when you're doing a game, who are the experts? Is it me? Say yes. No, I'm kidding. Who is it? The players. That's true. They are the experts. If I sit down with one of our super engaged players in Farm and play a level next to them, well, I cannot even play. I don't know. Like I have to ask my lead level designer sits right here to pass the levels for me because I just simply cannot. But they are the experts. They're really hardcore players. And my team knows the game better than me. So I have two groups of people that are game experts. My team and my players. And this shouldn't be news, right? But maybe we should connect them. First, there's the recognition. Have you ever in your whole career entered the tube, hi London, and saw someone playing your game? Or somewhere, yeah? Some people, a lot of people, that feeling, right? I don't know but for me it was something like, oh my God, I want to take a picture of that person because I want to frame the person. Like, I don't care about me, I want to frame this moment because where I came from, I used to work sitting on the floor, and now I'm here in London, and there's someone in a public transportation playing the game that I made. That's insane. That's incredible. There's nothing that pays that price, right? So why not we make that actually a habit? Yes, take the public transportation. It's better for the environment, but that's not what I meant. Like, why don't we actually meet our players more often? Why don't we talk to them more often and give the team that recognition, that purpose, that proud feeling of, I work in this product. This is mine, and look at these people that play my game and actually enjoy. Also, valuable feedback, right? So we do host some events again in which players come and get to meet us, and it's really cool because we feel famous, because they're like, oh my God, I want to take a picture with you, etc. I hate that level. I hate this thing on your game. Okay, let's talk about it. Remember, they are game experts, and maybe they actually have great ideas that we should listen to. But the valuable feedback back and forth, that conversation is super important. And having the team have that autonomy to just talk to them, I don't need to make the bridge, is even greater, because you create a much stronger community. It's not us and them, right? We make this for them. Remember why we played? You don't get the people that played the game, that made the games that we used to play saying we're making them for them. They made this for us, and now we're making this for others. So it's super important that you connect them. And I'm wrapping now. Yeah, I get it. These are the 3 things I talk about today. I know it was a bit fast, but there are ways of keeping your team motivated, even if they're working on a live game for a very long time. All you have to do is listen. Basically, that's it. Thank you.